Hey, happy day. I'm out in my side yard. The birds are singing and the lemons are behind me. It always makes me think of left-wing politicians. Lemons, that'd be it, and bird brain, that'd be it as well. At the end of this show today, there's a short clip at the end all about our contest where we give away big blocks of silver and stuff for writing a poem. So kind of hang around and see if you can't finish up with that. Hey, a Manhattan jury has now said this corruption case against the National Rifle Association, NRA, they're liable for financial mismanagement, and they had a jury on this one. No jury for Trump, and the NRA got a jury. Who knew? It's all kind of the same players. You know, who's who in the zoo anyway. And Wayne LaPierre, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, he has to repay millions of dollars, and everybody collectively has to repay upwards to $5 million, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought they'd hit him up for $500 million like it did with Trump. There's no facts, there's no reason, but hey, they had 30 years of mismanagement according to this James woman. But that's the board's business. They should have fired somebody, and it's the government's business as well because they do audits and all kinds of things throughout the year. So where were they? And all of a sudden, 30 years into this James comes along when she's running for election and says, I'm going to bring them down. People are fleeing to get out of New York. They can't get out of there fast enough. Big companies and so on, they're saying, this is crazy and it ain't fair. They're going to come after me next. Billions of dollars, and they just, I pick you, and that's what they do. Firearm dealers should be able to sell guns by mail without seeing the buyer or verifying his signature. Just like mail-in voting, isn't it? It's kind of the same thing. Hey, boy, oh boy, anti-Christian hatred, it's accelerated in the United States. I mean, it's just wild. Almost 500 incidents reported in 2023 of violence against churches, hostile incidents. I mean, the year before was half of what it was. And in 2018 to 2023, it's 8 times. I mean, whatever happened to freedom of religion? I mean, this doesn't even get reported. I mean, there's fires, they're burning churches down. Dozens and dozens of churches have been burned down. If it was a Muslim church, wow, would we hear about it? Of course. What's going on? I mean, they're trying so hard to take the family values away from all of the regular folks, which includes freedom of religion and the religion that you do. They're telling us that everything we do is wrong. You know what? You're straight, particularly if you're a male, good luck with that. And if you're a Christian and a capitalist, you're hated. I don't like them so much either myself. We got to push back all of the time. A little humor to add to the church thing. I mean, hey, we got to have humor now and again because things are bleak every day, but go with me on the humor part. At the church social party, a nun jumped out of the angel food cake. Okay, come on, Madison Marsh. Here's a pretty girl. Holy smoke, she's an officer in the U.S. Air Force. She's only 22 years old. She's a Harvard grad as well, and she's Miss America. I mean, I'm going to sign up again. I'm back I go. Wow. All you young guys, 18, 19, 22, 32, you better join up because there's people like her in the military. What's the origin of the donkey symbol? Some have wondered. I have wondered, how did you get that? I mean, the right people have an elephant, the left people have a donkey. Well, Andrew Jackson, when he was president, the left, the other side, the people left of him at least, and people who just didn't like him, they said, hey, you're a jackass. And so they came up with this picture of a donkey. And instead of being offended, he said, jackasses are stubborn and so am I. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use it as our logo, and it's still there so many years later. That's kind of interesting, you know, and it's pretty accurate because there's a lot of stubborn people in Congress, the Senate, and politics generally, and jackasses, oh, I guess. Hey, Mom, I know when we were a kid, we were told to call them jackbutts. But jackass, though, is kind of appropriate. There are 53 million donkeys in the world. That's a lot of donkeys. And all the jackasses, of course, have been elected. Hey, see ya. We have a contest at writeedition.com. Write a poem. We want people to write a poem about free enterprise, capitalism, the free marketplace. Put my name in there as well, Brian Lovick, just to kind of wrap it all together, don't you know, and have some fun with it. I'm not a poet, you might say. Let me read this to you. The work of a poet is essentially one of communication to express ideas
in a poem. A poem can be an add-on to provide more exposure to a topic. Freedom needs to be said in as many ways as possible. Join the fun, craft a message. We got great prizes for you as well. The first prize is 100 ounces of silver, raw silver bar. It's kind of cool. I use one in my car when I'm driving. I lift weights as I'm driving. And one time, actually, I was pulled over and the police said, "What on earth are you doing?" And I said, "I'm exercising and I'm driving." "I think that's distracted driving." I said, "I don't think so. People drive and they talk to other people and they drink coffee." He got amused finally and let me go, and that was kind of cool. That's what you'll win. Now, second prize, third prize, right up to 10 other prizes are 1 ounce of silver. A lot of silver going on here. Just wait. Got to show you an ounce of silver. They're just kind of fun to have. So Caitlin is our judge, and she will read all your poems. Send them in to admin@rightedition.com. And if you win, that'll be kind of nice to have on your desk, don't you think? Mind you, there are projections that say this will be worth a heck of a lot more than what it is now, so you might not want to keep it on your desk. Sit down, get pen in hand, and write a poem and send it to us, admin@rightedition.com. Hey, see ya.